Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for How to Get Away with Murder, Season 6, Episode 12. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show picks up where it left off last week, which was with Gorgeous Gabe telling the kids that he knows who killed Asher. The agent's name is Agent Pollock. He just met her today. Of course, they don't believe him. At least they're acting like they don't believe him. They said that he's just trying to scare them and for him to get the hell out. But of course, they are spooked, okay? And when Connor goes for a late night run, he notices that he's being tailed by a big black, either Yukon or Escalade, you know, the extra long version. And he gets scared enough to go and run and hide behind a trash can. The truck goes on. But suffice it to say, somebody's watching. Next day, Annalise and Steen are down at the courthouse. You know, they are trying to get their plan together. Who should show up but Robert? You guys remember Robert? That was, what was the name of the damn app that he was a part of? I can't even think. It was something like I can't even think of it. But, you know, he was the lawyer that worked for that case that they worked on. Anyway, I remember him and Annalise had gone on some dates. He wants to come and work for Annalise. She was like, are you crazy? He says, yeah, you know what? He wants to help. She needs help, okay? And he'll do it pro bono. She was like, look, most people that was dealing with me and involved in something like this would run for the hills. You should probably do that too. And then you guys know how Annalise just walks off. Steen stays there though. And she was like, what are you trying to do? And he was like, really trying to do the same thing you trying to do, obviously. She was like, look, I'm here to help Annalise. Why don't you just take yourself on across the street to the bar and see if you can push up on some of the lonely, crazy ladies there. Okay. He said, oh, you know from experience? I said, Robert didn't clock Steen's tea. So anyway, they go into the courtroom, and first order of business, they are trying to get Annalise's house arrest expanded, which they do that, okay? Well, while they're there, prosecution, they're not happy about that expansion, but whatever. They want to change up this whole case and say that she should be getting capital murder and face the death penalty. You know, of course, Annalise and Steen jump up like, what the hell are you talking about? Hell no. Okay. The judge was like, listen, this is the case what we dealing with this case right here. Okay. You want to do that? Take that up with the DOJ. But the court has noted what you guys want. I said, capital murder? The death penalty, not Annalise. So, of course, now Annalise and Steen are worried. Steen said, don't worry about it. I'm going to meet with them people in 3 hours. We're going to get this cleared. Well, Annalise is not really hopeful. You know, she's kind of knocked off of her square. While they're discussing in the office, then the secretary come and tell her that, hey, Gigi Mama is here to see you. Annalise was like, please, Lord, not today. Okay. She goes out there and lays it on her that the FBI killed Asher. So now we got to take it to the garage, okay? And, you know, Annalise was like, what are you talking about? She says that Gorgeous Gabe told her that he saw, you know, Asher get killed, and it was killed by an agent there at the FBI that he's familiar with. And Gorgeous Gabe is scared. Annalise was like, look, I ain't got time for a setup, so if that's what you're trying to do, Gorgeous Gabe mama tries to tell her, no, I'm not trying to set you up, okay? And I'm really trying to help you. Annalise don't believe her. Girl, I got way more things to worry about than your ass coming in here with some mess about Gorgeous Gabe. Gigi Mama say, what if I got some information that will help you with your case? And Annalise was like, please, lady, bye. I ain't got time. Bye, Felicia. So she goes back into the office, and Finance Frank and Bonnie are like, she's lying, okay? And Annalise was like, it doesn't even matter if she's lying. We can still use this. Let's dig up some shit on Agent Pollock and see what comes up. Bonnie says, we can use this. We can scare Real Nice Nate to get him back on our side. And Annalise was like, no, we're not getting Real Nice Nate involved. Just Pollock, not Real Nice Nate. So while they having their cloak and dagger meeting, you know how they be whispering and secretive and everything, Steen come in there. She said, so what did Gigi Mama say? And, you know, they try to brush her off. And she was like, look, no more secrets. I really want to know exactly what Gorgeous Gabe's mama said. Annalise says, well, Gigi Mama say that FBI killed Asher. I guess Steen wasn't ready for that one. So Gigi Mama goes back over to Gorgeous Gabe's house, and I guess she tells him that she told Annalise. And he was like, Mama, that was my business, not your business to tell. She said, I'm telling you, I know Annalise. She can help you. And he was like, Annalise threatened to kill me. And she was like, she did. And he said, well, she put her boy on me, talking about Finance Frank. Okay, so he let her hear a recording. And, you know, you got Finance Frank with his old menacing voice. Scary. And that's when Gigi Mama was like, oh, I know Finance Frank. He was like, you do? She was like, yeah, he knew the family. All right, talking about Sam's family. And Gorgeous Gabe was like, why you just telling me this now? She was like, look, your auntie is the one that knew Fine-Ass Frank, and your auntie is a mess. Okay, Hannah. Gorgeous Gabe is all mad she didn't say anything. She said, look, I'm just trying to tell you, I left that family for a reason. They ain't no good, Auntie Hannah included. Now, back over at the kids' house, they find out that Annalise is now getting facing the death penalty. That wasn't part of the plan. Connor says, well, look, last night when I went on my run, I was followed. So the FBI probably heard Gorgeous Gabe telling us, which means it's probably true. And yeah, we got a whole lot more that we dealing with now. Looks like they made a deal with the devil. So Michaela, now that she's really worried, she goes and talks to her attorney. And she's got all these new plans, and she's trying to get out of her deal with the FBI. And the lawyer was like, what's going on? Why are you trying to sabotage your own case? Like, you already got your deal. Did you talk to Annalise or something? Did she didn't got up in your head? Michaela was like, what if hypothetically, if I was just kind of taking a guess, okay, this ain't really what I'm saying, but what if the FBI killed Asher? Of course, Michaela's lawyer doesn't understand, why would the FBI kill their own informant? This person is there to help them. I said, oh, girl, you ain't been dealing with this FBI, now have you? So she goes back home because it looks like she's not able to convince her lawyer to go back to the FBI and try to change up the terms. Connor, do you think your family will do it? Nope. Okay, his lawyer sucks. So what we gonna do about this? Oliver tends to believe that these two can actually handle the case themselves. They're the best lawyer that he knows, and he will even help. Isn't that something? Michaela's like, I'm going to take a nap. Well, Fine-Ass Frank is on the job. He gonna go find out about this damn Agent Pollock. So he following her through the city. She getting her hot dog and coffee and whatnot, sitting down at a little park bench or a little table, and having her coffee. And when Fine-Ass Frank is looking from afar, she walks off. She leaves her coffee cup there. Okay. And when she walks off, who should walk by that coffee cup but good old brother Xavier Castillo. And he picks up the cup and walks on, and Fine-Ass Frank was like, well, what do we have here? Next thing we know, he calling Bonnie. He was like, you ain't gonna believe this. I got your boy Xavier, man. If I didn't catch him, he was going to be on the first thing smoking in Brazil. Got a passport and everything, and Agent Pollock was giving it to her. Bonnie was just like, okay, Fine-Ass Frank, where are you? He said, don't you worry your pretty little head none. Okay, he got some business that he needs to take care of. So now it's time for the get back. Fine-Ass Frank has his torturing tools there, all spread out nicely, and he's got Xavier tied up, bound, and gagged. Well, not gagged because he got to talk. Of course, he not trying to answer. He trying to get in Fine-Ass Frank's head a little bit. And he offers to pay off Fine-Ass Frank, like the Mahonies did. And, Fine-Ass Frank was like, that's something that he regrets for the rest of his life, selling off Annalise. So now, since he can't get to the Mahonies, what you gonna have to do, you sitting right in front of him, get ready for this plier. Actually, he brings out a big-ass crowbar. And I was like, what you gonna do, nigga? Don't kill him. Because he got it way back like this, like he about to give it his best swing. Now, back to Steen. She is trying to talk to the prosecution. Do you guys really think that Annalise is like a federal, capital murder? Like she compares them to some other serial murderers and things like that. And the prosecution was like, yep. Steen was like, this could be a conspiracy set up by the Castillos. Prosecution was like, listen, I don't feel like all this with you and the Castillos and everything. Please get out of my office. Kicks her out. So Steen goes back to Annalise, and she was like, shit, I'm starting to believe Gorgeous Gabe's old whack-ass story. Okay, maybe they did do it to Asher. They sure enough digging their heels in on this one, and it's not even that serious. Annalise was like, you know what? She thinks about it, and she was like, we're gonna have to release the dragon. Okay. And what does that mean? Well, now we got Annalise. She's holding a press conference, which she does well. Okay. Got all the news outlets there, and she's talking to them. I need your help because they're trying to put me on death row. I don't need no conspiracy theorists or anything like that because I got facts, baby. Facts. This case that they trying to bring up against me, all they got is informants. That, you know, and they don't have no other evidence on me. You know, what they are afraid of is that I am an educated black woman. I am what you call too dangerous. But I got the truth on my side, unlike them. Okay, we got the kids, they at home, they watching. We got real nice Nate watching. Okay, fine ass Frank. Well, I'm sorry, not fine ass Frank. He's busy. But Bonnie, Steen. Okay, everybody is watching along. She said she even got proof that the FBI is behind all of this, and that Gigi Mama was like, she better not say your motherfucking name up on this TV. And she said, but I'm going to save that for the court. I said, that's right, Annalise. She too smart for your ass. Okay, Gorgeous Gabe and his mama is relieved. But she was like, but let the FBI know that we see them, okay? We not here, but we here. So she's letting them know that she's using her power. She gonna come for the FBI first. All right. So now the kids are way more considerably stressed. After watching that, they don't know what to do. And then there's a knock at the door when Michaela goes to it. It's her father. What's this I hear about you trying to get out of your deal? Now she has to have a conversation with her dad. She won't let him in. He was like, why won't you let me in? She says, because the FBI got us the house bugged. You know, we don't need you up in there. Okay, but did you help the FBI get to Annalise? He said, is that what she told you? She said, is that the truth? And he was like, yeah. She was like, they're going to give her the death penalty. That doesn't bother you? You know, then he goes into this whole song and dance about how dangerous Annalise is. And that's the reason why he slept with Michaela's mother, so that he could get Annalise out of his head. And that was the best mistake that he's ever made. I was just like, so you blaming your affair and all that you was doing on Annalise? Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's a new angle, but I guess, you know. But when he hits her with, that's the best thing that ever happened to him, you know, Michaela, of course, she's just so touched. All she can do is cry. Connor and Oliver, though, in the house is like, either Michaela daddy is out there telling her that she needs to stick to this deal, or he's working with the FBI, you know, and Oliver is not stupid enough to think, I mean, he's a billionaire. Why wouldn't he have the power to work with the FBI? Or, you know, so we got to look out for the worst case scenario. Connor is worried that Annalise will die if Connor and Michaela get up on the stand and get the lying and carrying on. And then Oliver tells him to just do it for him because he can't imagine losing Connor. Now, back over at the office, you know, Steen, she working hard on Annalise shit. Here come Robert again. He working her nerves. He was like, listen, I'm trying to tell you, you guys need a team. He was like, there's no way that you can be on there. You guys have romantic, you know, you have romantic interest for Annalise. And he was like, and you don't? I mean, if I look at this whole thing from the outside looking in, it looks like we doing the same exact thing. She said, look, boo-boo, all I'm trying to do is help Annalise in this case. I'm doing my job, you know, this, that, and the other. Oh, Robert ain't falling for it. Okay, you can call it what you want, but I know you got the hots for Annalise just like I do. So what would make it so bad if I was working on a team? She says, tells the secretary, can you please get security, come get him out of this office, please, right now? Okay, like I said, Robert has clocked Steen's tea quite accurately. Now, Bonnie tells Annalise that Finance Frank has found Xavier. Annalise was like, where are they? Bonnie was like, I don't know. She's like, why not? She said, what do you think? Okay, he probably over there pulling all his teeth out with the pliers as we speak. Annalise was like, look, if Finance Frank kills Xavier, that is on him, not me. Okay, but they gonna figure out a way to try to blame that shit on me anyway, right? Bonnie worries that he's just on some old revenge shit for Laurel and her eyebrows. And Annalise was like, girl, he don't love Laurel and her eyebrows, okay? But you worried about him, okay, the man that you love, loving somebody else. Well, what is Finance Frank doing? Well, he done wore Xavier out considerably, okay? He all bloody, look like he got a little gash here, blood running down, you know, clothes all ragged, sweating wet, you know. It's been a movie for real up in that mug, okay? Finance Frank is trying to get in his head just like Xavier is trying to get in Finance Frank's head, you know. And they get to talking about Laurel and her eyebrows, and Finance Frank said Laurel and her eyebrows, you know, daddy loved her more because Xavier was the fuck up and all of this and all of that, and that's why Laurel and eyebrows loved Finance Frank because he was kind of dark and you know all of that and this and that and the other. And I was just like, oh. But then he's like, but then I found somebody that I do love, you know, who really understands me. And Nigga, you can save yourself these cavalier speeches. Don't nobody want to damn hear it. Okay, I just told you this so you would shut up. And then he puts a funnel down his throat. I guess he about to choke him out, child. So we don't know exactly what happens there. I'm assuming more torturing. And then after that, Finance Frank calls Bonnie. He says everything is fine. She says, well, what does that mean? Okay, Annalise gets on the phone. She said, did you kill him? He said no. And all he fessed up to was Pollock so far. He about to get real medieval on his ass, trying to get the information about the governor. She says, no, don't do that. Okay, there's another way that we can do this. So she meets real nice Nate in the garage. He says, oh, so this is the reason why you got your house arrest expanded. Nigga, shut up. She says, look, we found Xavier. So what we need you to do now is testify for me, not against me. Real nice Nate ain't trying to hear this. He was like, who told you? And she was like, don't worry about it. When he starts to walk away, she was like, the FBI told me. Okay, aren't you worried about the fact that they sold you out? He was like, Annalise, my immunity deal is set in stone. She was like, fool, they killed Asher. He saw Agent Pollock kill Asher. Again, real nice Nate not trying to hear it. She said, we found Xavier, silly. And the FBI is in on it. And now we have Xavier. He's at our disposal. We have him. You can talk to him about what happened with your father. So I guess now all you need to do is decide who you hate more, me or the people that killed your daddy. Well, I guess real nice Nate has made that decision. Next thing we see him in the room with Fine-Ass Frank and Xavier. Remember me? How can we forget your ass? So Xavier, he wore out. Are you gonna kill me or not? Real nice Nate was like, do you deserve that? Okay. No, real nice Nate wants to get a confession on his phone. Okay. Did you kill my daddy? I'm sorry, my pops. Okay. And Xavier was like, I'm under duress. This won't hold up in court at all. And so real nice Nate was like, so you're not going to confess to it? No, fool, he not. Let's get on with this. So Bonnie, while all this is going on, calls Fine-Ass Frank, and he's just in the car, listening to the smooth tunes on the radio, I guess. She said, you not in there with real nice Nate? He said, no, he gonna let real nice Nate handle that. Did he tell you where Laurel and her eyebrows is? He says, don't you worry about that, Bonnie. I'm trying to tell you that I love you. You the only woman for me. And Bonnie was like, I love you too, Fine-Ass Frank. I said, oh, she done said it now. All in, baby, all in. Back at the kids' house, Gorgeous Gabe is over there, and child, he still want to know about Sam. Bless his heart. That's all he cares about. What happened with Sam? Because Asher told me that Wes was not the only one who acted against my daddy. And Hannah thinks that too. Yeah, that's my auntie. Y'all know her. Michaela remembers her, and she's like, yeah, she's crazy. All right, and she don't know nothing about nothing. But he was like, well, why would Asher say that? And they said, you know what? We tired of you. Now get the hell out. Forever kicking some damn body out before they get the information around here. Everybody on the show today. So when Gorgeous Gabe leave, Connor says, we got to do something. I know our parents ain't gonna like it though. Now over at Annalise's house, Steen calls her and says, okay, I'm meeting with the people at 3:00. That press conference worked. And Steen say, don't worry about it, I'm ready. Annalise was like, okay, girl, good, but let me call you right back. Okay, got to take care of something. And there is Connor and Michaela. So, of course, they feeling all bad. They so sorry. They didn't know that it was about to be this, that the FBI used them and scared them, and made them think that Annalise did something and coerced them into confessing, giving them this deal and that they was going to make it seem like Annalise did everything. Okay, Annalise is like, how do I know y'all not lying? They not lying. They sorry. We really, really sorry. Annalise is just looking at him like she don't know whether or not she should believe him or not. But she can't worry about that right now. She got this meeting with the DOJ. So her and Steen, they are there. Okay. And Steen says she's there to protect her client from the AUSA and the FBI. Why are they even coming after her? She's lost everything. And now they're trying to take her life too? Listen, Your Honor, the FBI and the AUSA, they are working together, but they don't have no evidence. The prosecution was like, we don't have to show evidence right now, not in this stage in the game. Okay, so Steen is arguing back and forth with the prosecution, and Annalise is just thinking about everything that's just happened, okay? And the judge is saying that they don't have no proof that the FBI and the AUSA is working together and trying to get her all hemmed up, and Annalise was like, I got proof. And she put that phone down, and she actually recorded. Remember when she was on the phone with Steen, and she got off the phone with Steen, she actually pushed record, and she recorded Michaela and Connor saying that they was forced into this confession and this, that, and the other, and made this deal and everything. Okay. And, the judge is looking like, oh, well, now what is this we have here? And Annalise was like, and if you need to talk to them, I can give you their contact information, but I'm sure the FBI got their info too. So whichever way you want to handle it, Judge. So, of course, now the FBI man mad. So he show up over at the kid's house and he was like, so you guys told Annalise that I was coerced you guys into doing that confession and taking a deal? Okay, you gonna have to come on down to the FBI office. We're gonna have a discussion. Do I need to cuff you? You gonna act a fool, or we gonna just do this cordially? In the meantime, Annalise is waiting to hear what the judge says. Steen comes out there and says, well, they should just about be ready. And Annalise was like, look, I need you to know that I didn't do this, okay? I mean, I really need you to know I ain't killed nobody. I haven't done anything to anybody, okay? And Steen says, girl, I never thought you did anyway. Trust me, you're not gonna die. And Annalise was like, how can you just tell me that? And Steen goes on and pours her heart out to her, gives her this long speech of how Annalise makes her want to be better, do better. Okay, that she admires her and all that she's done and her job and watching her from afar and yada, yada, yada. Okay, bottom line, girl, I love you. You're the only real thing or person that's given me any real purpose in life, in years. That's why I know in my gut that nobody can stop us. I said, ooh, child, not her gut. Like how Olivia Pope used to have her gut feelings too. So they go back in there and they hear the judge's results. The judge was like, we gonna get an internal investigation into the FBI and the AUSA and see what kind of fuck shit y'all got going on over there. And I'm also gonna drop this death penalty charge on Annalise. So everybody is relieved. At least Annalise and Steen are. We got that out of the way. At least we know Annalise is not dying. We jump over to Fine Ass Frank and Real Nice Nate. They in the car. Real Nice Nate is quiet, brooding over there as usual. Okay, sulking and pouting. Fine Ass Frank is a little afraid. Like, what happened? Okay, are you okay? Well, Real Nice Nate remembers to his conversation with Xavier. He was gonna walk out of the room and let Xavier be left to Fine Ass Frank and his resources. But Xavier kept on talking. Xavier's telling him, he told him everything that Burke had said. Basically, Xavier tells him that Real Nice Nate's dad was just a pawn, okay? That he just got caught up in the politics of everything. There was no real reason why they actually wanted to kill Real Nice Nate's daddy. If it wasn't him, it would have been somebody else. They used the excuse that Annalise was trying to put dangerous criminals back on the streets. So he said, just take my daddy. That's who you really want anyway. And Real Nice Nate was like, you would give up your father? He said he deserves it. And Real Nice Nate agreed. And then he kills Xavier. And so now Fine Ass Frank was like, Real Nice Nate, what did you do? What did you do? So that's a new problem that we're going to deal with later. But back at Annalise's, Gigi Mama show up. Annalise was like, so you can help? And she says, if you can help Gorgeous Gabe, I can. And Annalise was like, listen, I protected Gorgeous Gabe for you. And Gigi Mama said, well, you just did that for now. And Annalise was like, look, there's a lot of people that I'm trying to, get to, but Gorgeous Gabe ain't one of them. Gigi Mama said, look, I know who started this war. And Annalise was like, Hannah? Okay, I already know about Hannah. Okay, she thinks that I killed Sam. And Gigi Mama said, but do you know what happened between Sam and Hannah? And then it ends. And I said, uh-oh. Now, what didn't happen there? We knew that Hannah had it out, and she been gone for a long ass time, but she's always been lingering in the background. So we trying to figure out how she adds into this equation. How are they going to wrap all this up, you guys? We only got 3 more episodes left. What are you guys thinking about it thus far? All right, look, you guys, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.